Hello, welcome to lanmoutarot. This is a general reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the third week of October 2019. The cards are already flying out for you, Leo. Just rest assured, these cards are pre-shuffled and meditated on before I start recording. So that's why it's not an issue when they start jumping out right off the bat. So, Leo, we are starting this reading with a quote for this week, and I want to read it for you. It is by Alice Mary Hilton, and it says, "The worth of a person is in being, not in doing, not in having. The worth of a person is in being." Okay, and I feel like we all can use a little bit more support as we channel this energy that's so potent, especially after this full moon in Aries, and we're still in that energy here of the full moon in Aries, where Spirit is asking us to look at ourselves, right? To look in the mirror. All those lessons, all this knowledge we've attained all through the summer, all this work that we've been doing internally, energetically, are we still standing in our truth? Are we still in our path? Are we still following our North Star, our higher mind, our higher self? Okay, there we go. So these are your cards. We start here with bad spirit, and it is a rebirth is assured. And here we have number 51. And that is the Sandpiper Spirit, be playful. And the last card that came out for you, face down. And we'd have number 38, which is an 11, my confirmation number. So that's beautiful here. Lizard Spirit, dream the world into being. Dream the world into being. Being is important here. Your worth of a person is into being. Okay, the world you're gonna create for yourself is in you. Who are you being? Who are you? Okay, not just who you are inside, not just who you think yourself to be, not just who you'd like people to think to be. Who are you being? To be is it's not just, it's also an action verb, right? What we are. It's not just about doing, it's who we are being, what we are internalizing, and how we are showing up. Well, it's not so much an action verb per se, but anyways, but you know what I'm trying to say here, Leo. I'm getting lost in my own in my own selves here, but the point of it is what you are, the light that you have, your inner essence, it should shine through in every situation in your life, every interaction in your life, every place that you go. Okay, that being, it dictates the actions that you take. It dictates the words that you speak. It dictates the reactions that you show. It dictates what you portray. It's also gonna reflect into your world. Okay, what are you being? Dream the world into being, but it starts with you, your own being, and understanding the worth of that and honoring the worth of that. Okay, and here we have at the bottom number 15, Cow Spirit, the miracles are endless. Of course, the miracles are endless. Abundance, the well of abundance of the universe is infinite. The miracles are endless. Okay, that can happen for you. What you can dream into being is endless. If you can dream it, it can be. So dream big. Okay, as you're dreaming things into being. It's just, this is so beautiful here. And let's look at the mirror image. Talking about, this is about being, looking in the mirror, this energy. We have the Sandpiper at 15, and we have number 15 with the Cow Spirit. Do you see the mirror image of the numbers here? And my attention was being called on that. Okay, just be playful, and then and then the miracles are endless here. So there's like the reflection of the numbers, and in that same reflection that you want to see in your world, that you want to see when you look at yourself in the mirror, your inner world being portrayed, that dream like you see in your inner world, that abundance you want to create, you can dream it into being. It should be able to reflect in your world. You must believe. Okay, let's get some clarification for you, Leo. This is a very beautiful message that's coming through for you so far. Number 7, courage. 7 of Wands, right? Taking a leap here, a leap into battle, believing in our own strength. A rebirth is assured. That rebirth will come with you taking your wands and willing to fight for what you believe in. Okay? It's those words. There's information. There's some clarity. There's some truth. First, that needs to come through. That's an offer from the universe, an offer of a new beginning. And also taking on that sword in order to cut what doesn't serve you either. Because that's a rebirth here. With every rebirth, with every beginning, there was an ending. That rebirth telling us there was a death. Now you're being reborn. A rebirth is assured with bad spirit. That's going to require a lot of courage. That's the new beginning. But that rebirth that's happening, it's going to bring you closer to the truth, to your own authenticity, to your own truth. It's going to be a rebirth based on clarity. Your own knowing. Inner knowing. Change of direction with that 5 here. Number 5 is the change of direction number. 5th house, Leo energy. How we take the stage. Taking the center stage. 8 of Wands here. Sagittarius energy. Communication. Travel. Wow. 2 of Wands. More fire energy for you, Leo. Lot of fire energy here. Because this here is saying to be playful with the sandpiper, right? To be playful, to not take life too seriously, to just approach things. 51 draws to a 6, by the way, and 6 we know is about harmony. It's about give and take, you know, balancing things out in a way. A major arcana, lovers in the tarot, number 6, and here we have the 8 of Wands, which is a remover of obstacles, which is all about communication, about travel, especially like, you know, sending travel like over a significant distance. And then we have the 2 of Wands, meaning there's a communication here about a path that needs to a path that was chosen. Okay, there's a new offer from the universe here. There's a change in direction here, and then comes the communication. For some of you, if you've been waiting for someone to breathe life into a relationship, especially, or into you having fight or conflict with another, and there's been a back and forth in the communication, there's been some kind of a heated argument that's been happening, there is some clarity that's gonna come through. There's gonna be some light that's shed in the situation that's gonna allow everyone to put down their wands, to put down their swords, and to come together, not from a place of ego, but from a place of love, from a place of understanding, because of that information. Okay, and it's gonna be very easy to make that decision, and that decision will be communicated clearly. And if there was a gap, if people were living far away from each other, there was a distance, if you will, that also will be will come to a close. And I'm looking at that beautiful pink lotus flower here. This is about love and harmony. This is really bringing harmony in a situation that was too tense. Even if it wasn't a conflict, it was a fight, there was a lot of back and forth argument happening here. People could not come to an understanding. And there's a rebirth here. The lotus flower is all about regeneration. Okay, and we already have rebirth here. This flower that grows again out of murky water, that regenerates itself every day into this beautiful, beautiful flower. This is about us being able to create ourselves anew, being able to find peace, being able to find harmony, being able to create that in our world. This is what you're going to be experiencing during this time, Leo. A greater harmony. You see, there's an apology here for some of you too. There is an apology for some of you. There is a new offer, a humble offer coming through as well. If you care for somebody and you've been like there's been tension between you, and you're sitting there going like, I wish that person would just apologize. If they would just apologize, think bigger. Don't just think about the apology. Think, hope, pray, hope, visualize that not only do they apologize, but that they've learned the lesson. Not only do they apologize and learn the lesson, that they vow to never repeat it. That they really learned the lesson. That they really truly feel remorseful about that, what happened. Not only do they feel remorseful, apologize, and learn their lesson, but that they are committed to make things right again. Okay? So dream big. Dream the world into being. The world that you want to live in. The world that you want to create. Dream even bigger. Okay? Like that person out, they're going to learn the lesson. They're going to apologize. They're going to be remorseful. That they're going to start giving people lessons and teach on how to not go down that path they went on that caused hurt, perhaps. Okay? Because there is travel here. And we have travel as well with the eight of wands here. And we have traveled again over a long distance here. This is the desert. Perhaps someone is coming from the far east, from the Middle East, coming towards you to bring an offer of love. And a lot of you may not see that coming. It's like the fish is jumping out of the water here, out of the cup. And it's like, oops, it's out. So dream big, dream bigger. If you care for that person, don't just expect them to give you apologies. Tell them for them to profess their love. And that how your love have set them free from their own egotistical way. Visualize that they profess their love, that they are recovered from narcissistic way. I don't know, these are the messages coming through. So some of you are dealing with this kind of situation for it to be coming through like that. Miracles are endless. Someone perhaps that had player's attitude, you felt that would never change, that would never, you could never have a stable relationship with. Miracles are endless, are happening. Perhaps it's in your own love life, Leos, okay? Because there is communication happening here, but someone having choosing their person. Look at his hands. In the regular tarot, in the Rider-Waite, that gentleman here is shown by himself on this card in the Two of Wands. He's shown by himself holding on to one wand and holding the globe in another. Here in the After Tarot, he's not by himself. He's joined by a beautiful maiden. And look, she's had both hands on the globe because she already knew. I already knew you're my person, and I knew that I'm your person. And now he's coming to discovery, coming, in his red robe, full of passion and, gusto, like, guess what? I have chosen. You are my person. And she's like, okay, I've already known. So that gentle touch, she's holding her, he's touching her there on the elbow, and the world in one hand, but he's not even looking at the world, he's looking at her. They're looking at each other. Okay, the world is almost like a cherry on the top. Having each other, that's the prize. That is the prize. And she's not even touching him. She's looking at him, going like, I already know I have the world. I already had the word. I already had my truth, the clarity. And he's now going like, I've chosen you. He's not holding on to the one, he's holding on to her. I've chosen you. And with you, I know I have the world. I know I have that globe, right? We can start planning things. We can start communicating. Be playful. Be happy about it. Take it well, okay? Don't be in your ego about it, especially if there was tensions in the past. Bring a new sense of fairness and plainness in the relationship. I feel like this is about a relationship for a lot of you. Bring back the passion and especially the playfulness and lightheartedness, okay? And really connect with each other, because someone here is just traveled. Wherever there was, like, especially if it was a long distance relationship, miscommunication, misunderstanding happen a lot in long distance relationship. There is a closing of the gap here, okay? And dream the world into being. Dream of you and that person being close together, sleeping on the same bed every day. I swear I saw both in the foreground here, like right there. That was like whatever it is, it's calling, it's bringing me in. But anyways, at the bottom here we have the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands, ending to a cycle. 10 of Wands, putting down the burden, okay? Whatever it is that was like that tension that required you to do all your strength in, that you felt like you had to fight, you had to stand up for yourself, you had to keep explaining yourself. Like, this is like Mars energy, Mars in Leo. Like, you have to bring in your aggression. You're putting down this burden. You don't have to do all that anymore, because you're going to come face to face with another, that there's going to be real understanding and a desire for a greater understanding as well. Not just like you pushing someone. Can you hear me? Do you understand me? We need to talk about this. Oh my gosh, let me explain myself again. No. There's gonna be a new way of communicating and understanding each other. The gap here is gonna be closed with, and I feel like it's gonna be with one truth, one information, one clarity. There's one thing that's gonna bring all of this thing together, and Spirit is helping, okay, with it. Let's get some more message for you. This is the Keepers of the Light Oracle deck. Spirit, messages for Leo. Messages for Leo. Messages for Leo friends. Ooh, okay. Let's look what's at the bottom first. We have White Eagle, Ancestor Spirit. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. The family wound or pattern can be healed. So now we have rebirth is assured. Bad spirit or rebirth. So a family wound or pattern. So for some of you, whatever it is that was coming back here, it's something that you learned perhaps from past life, from your lineage, from your ancestors. You're repeating a way of being, okay? And El Mara, perhaps it was even your parents in this life telling you, this is the way relationship goes, this is what you should expect, this is what you should demand, this is how you should react, you know. And now you're learning to break these patterns. You're staying in your happy place between you and your person. You and your person communicating, you and your person traveling to each other, you and your person learning how to express love, you and your person understanding that they are your world, you are their world, and you're going to create your world together, your own world, the way you see your world together. And you can create whatever beautiful things you want to, because the miracles are endless. Let's see here. We have El Maria, Awakening Presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. Yes, wear a cloak of protection and love. The universe is with you. Okay? Awakening Presence. For some of you, you are just now discovering that. Okay, and I feel like if this is a soulmate relationship, it may be the masculine energy here that all of a sudden that's like, oh wait, because there's a sense of surprise here for someone. It's not even like they didn't know they loved that person, but I feel like they didn't know how deep they loved that person. They didn't understand what that love meant they were receiving from that person, or what it is that they were feeling. There's something of a surprise. You deserve love is at the bottom. You are lovable. You are lovable. Do not doubt it, okay? You are lovable. Pay attention to the red flags. That's the card that came out for you. The signs are cautioning you. So yes, for some of you, it might have been that you were so paranoid about loving, about relationship, about, you know, what it is to be in love, what it is to be in a relationship. You are always looking for something to be wrong. You're always in battle mode. You're always in aggression mode, always feeling like you need to defend yourself. And I feel like that's a truth for some of you, that you're coming to that understanding. The way you're showing up in a relationship was not helping it, and that you had to get out of this situation in order for you to be more playful, to be in the happy place, to understand that you are lovable. You deserve love. You deserve to be happy. And you can create that happiness that you want right now, today. Let's start today, not tomorrow. If you are overworking yourself, carrying burdens from the past, especially past relationship, overthinking things, thinking you have to do this and this and that, you're going to release all those burdens, because you don't have to carry all those 10 sticks by yourself. You're in a relationship. You're supposed to do it together. That's why he's no longer standing there by himself, you know? Here comes the mate. They're holding the world they want to create into being together. All right, Leos, together. Like this. I hope this message brings you some insights and clarity and you enjoy it. If you'd like to show support to this channel, please do. Like, comment, subscribe. And come back next week for the next set of reading. And remember, as always, love is indeed the only answer. I'm sending you so much love. Bye.